Your next comic come to the stage. Please give a round of applause for Brandon Lee.
I'm unfortunately still in college and had to go register for classes, and I was trying to get into this really cool public speaking class, but it got filled up. So I decided to meet with the professor to try to convince her to let me into her class, and the conversation went something like this. She was like, "Hey Brandon, I noticed you're interested in my public speaking class. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and how you would benefit from learning how to publicly speak better?" And I was like, work like a charm, I'm in that class. There's 100% chance I get an A+. Like for the first month, I'm gonna pretend that I can't speak to people, and then one day I'm gonna have a revelation due to her incredible teaching, and she's gonna feel so good about herself. I hope she doesn't find out I do stand-up comedy. That'll really ruin my plan. For my summer job this summer, I had to do a background check, and 3 weeks before my job was starting, I got a very angry email from my boss. She's like, "Read this and respond immediately." So I'm looking over the results of the background check, and apparently I have a felony drug conviction in Henrico County, Virginia. I was like, oh no. So I plugged my case number into the online database. And there is another Brandon Lee with my same exact birthday who does have a felony drug conviction. But under race, it says white Caucasian. So I call the background check company. I'm like, "Hey, you need to fix this immediately. Like, how can you make such a stupid mistake? Like, I get that we have the same name and birthday, but under race for him, it says white Caucasian. I'm obviously Asian." And the person on the phone was like, "Sir, I did not want to assume anything about your race. My middle name is Kyung Jun." Does that sound like I enjoy fly fishing in Alabama? Or I did really well on the math section of the SATs? I was hanging out with my 13-year-old cousin, and this is the time when he's starting to get into girls, and he was telling me about a first date that he went on. It's like, "Oh, where did you take her?" And he said he stayed at home to play Jenga. And I was kind of confused, like, why Jenga of all things? And then he said this verbatim: "To show the girl that my pull-out game was strong." My cousin's 13. He can't even pull out bagel bites from a toaster oven without burning himself. Like, he's the reason that they say the internet is corrupting our youths. All right, thank you. That's my time.
All right, give it up for Brandon Lee, everybody. Your next comic on the stage.